So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something, I'm going to do a webisode, and I'm going to write something, and I'm going to, I don't know what I told you this, I'm going to call it A Tale of Two Shots. Because I'm out here all the time doing my thing, and you're out here all the time doing your thing. So I'm going to write about that. I'm going to cut that little episode together. So can you talk for a little bit so I can understand your audio level?
Yeah, my name is Malafronte.
Italian.
Italian, yeah, it's Italian last name. So I've been here all the time doing this while you've been filming and new stuff from McKinley. And this is what I do. This is basically what I have to do to get to where I want to go. It's never supposed to be easy.
What's your background?
My background is I was born and raised in Elmont, New York, and then I moved to Florida, Orlando, Florida, down when I was 14, and came up here to play football for Mount Union College. I went down to Florida, and my father got a job at the airport, and I got 3 brothers and 2 sisters, and I trained down there in Florida. It was good, actually, down there playing against Brandon Marshall for the Dolphins, and Keith Rivers plays for the Bengals, and I trained down there with Brandon's cousin, with my quarterback, Mark Walker, and I do all this stuff, and I came up here, and I've done it since. There's actually a background on me in football. I got an accident with the Cleveland Gladiators in 2010. It was a workout. Before it passed by my head hit the turf. I had a brain bruise. I was in the hospital for 5 weeks, and they told me.
After your head hit the turf?
After my head hit the turf. I caught a pass by my
You were
head.
obviously concussed, right?
Yep. Brain bruise 5 weeks, and they told me I shouldn't do anything for 6 months. And this was February into March of 2010.
Did you wait 6 months?
No, I did not. I did not wait 6 months. I got out of the hospital, and I told my father, I said, Dad, I'm working my pace, and I have to do this at my level. Woke up the first day I got out there, I worked out, and
First day?
First day I got out of the hospital, when I worked out and I ran, when I ran, my head was bobbing, so I had to finish it slowly. My father understood that and everything, and he watched me carefully with what I was doing, and I was on the standpoint of I have to do this slowly. So,
You mean the next day was slow?
No, I'm talking about the way I was running.
Why did you do it?
Because I can't sit around and wait. Well, with what I'm doing, I can't sit around and wait 5 or 6 months. Like, I couldn't do that. That's me. It never been a part of me. I had to do it at my pace. So I got up and I did it. And over time, let's say April, May, June, when I was down in Florida in 2010, I trained with Brandon Marshall's cousin, with Mark, and he threw me the ball every time in the sunshine in Florida. It was like you're running routes and you turn, your head's bobbing up and down. It's more concentration on what you do. So I got used to that, and it's hard pressed. And when I came back in 2010 in the fall, I threw an indoor facility with Laurent Marshall, who played football. He was a wide receiver, but he wasn't. After he was done with football, so he was teaching. So I had him come throw with me, and he could throw. I didn't care who threw me. Whether it was Laurent, whether it was Kurt Rocco, who played for the Gladiators, whether he had some free time between classes. I had people from up in the to watch me work out. They come down there and ask me if they wanted to throw. I could care less. That's what I was doing, was training. I ended up getting a contract from Northern Kentucky. That was hard. That was December of 2010. I went to 2 workouts down there in Northern Kentucky, and I got a contract. When I went last year to the Cleveland Gladiators workout, they told me, listen, don't bump your head, don't do any of this, we don't want to go to the hospital. I was like, okay. What did I do? I would catch a dig and roll on the turf. I didn't know. I can't predict where I'm going to go. You can't predict that with football, if anything that happens. So that happened. I ended up getting a contract. Ended up talking to the New York Jets. Yeah, ended up talking to the New York Jets, and which was a basis of where I came from to where I am now to doing this. Then
What part of New York you came from?
I'm from Elmont, New York.
Isn't that where Vinny Testaverde from?
Vinny Testaverde from Elmont, New York. That's right. And
I lived in Brooklyn for 13 years.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. And when you're doing this, when you're struggling in yourself, I got hurt the first few for practice in camp from Northern Kentucky. I had to come back here.
Northern Kentucky?
River Monsters. It's arena football. UIFL. United Indoor Football. Then I came back. I was going to come back out there, and the roster was locked, so I couldn't play. So during this lockout process, I had everything going on for me training-wise. And I went out to the facility in New York, in Florida Park, New Jersey, actually, in June. Before then, I talked to kids in New York, only named Mary. Signed a football for them, gave them some stuff. Where I went to school at Valley Stream. After that, went out to the facility in Jersey. They wouldn't let us in. They wouldn't let me in. They wouldn't let in because there was a lockout. So I came back here, trained, and I got in a car wreck. Snowball. I got in a car wreck. And the odd thing was, when I got in the car wreck, I wasn't mad at getting the car wrecked. I was more mad because I was on my way to do stadiums, and he wrecked my car. And the guy's like, "Well, listen, you can get it towed, but if you can drive it, that's okay." I shut the door. I was like, okay. Now,